What is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. How's it going, all y'all? It is shaping up to be a great day in racing. I can't wait to see what today brings us out. I don't have a very fixed idea on what we should do today, but I do know we'll be driving a time trial that could lead to us getting a free racing school in Virginia. So this is definitely something I will pursue throughout the next couple of days. The time trial ends on the 16th. The current fastest lap is a 134.045, which is blazing fast. It's a 134.045, and then second place is a 134.3. So he is definitely really, really fast. But yeah, we are going to drive that, and then we are going to drive some 2026 F1 cars. And I want to see if I can get a W11 F1 car mod, because the W11 is just one of the best cars I literally ever made. And so was the McLaren of last year, but the McLaren of last year not so much because the Red Bull was still able to keep up. I do want to take it to Spa because I know it turned like a lot of turns at Spa into basically just straight. It turned corners into straights. And I'm not too big of a fan on Mercedes. I've always been a Red Bull fan, but there's definitely something that I would like to have. And let's just see other little fun cars. iRacing is open right now, but I will close it and open up Content Manager. Right now, you guys can only see my face, but I will be driving different cars. The download is now done for the W11. We will be also driving the 2026 Audi F1 car. Let's see, what are other fun cars? The Porsche GT3 R, I believe we have it, or we have the GT3 Cup. Because we have the Porsche, yeah, the 911 GT3 Cup. So it would be good to get the Porsche GT3 R. Just because that car is a car that I very much resonate with. It is a car that I have driven a lot. But yeah, if you guys want, throw something in the chat. I do want suggestions from y'all on cars to drive, because I know a lot of the times I just drive what I want. I want to drive what the audience wants too, because I do this for y'all and I do this for myself as well. But I love streaming. I love doing all of this stuff. So if there's something that can amplify y'all's experience, I would love to enhance upon that. I am downloading a GT3 R now. I don't know, what other cars are there? There's the new Honda Prelude, but nobody's really driven that car. Other cars that are probably Koenigsegg. Koenigsegg is one of my favorite brands, so getting them in a Assetto Corsa would be pretty cool. The Porsche GT3 is also now done downloading. The Koenigsegg Gemera is just an absolute beauty of a car. So is the Koenigsegg 1-to-1. There's Koenigsegg Agera. There's a lot. There are a lot, but none that I really want. Let me see over here. Modland. There's an RX-7, but do we want that? Oh, there's a Dakar BMW, Chevy Corvette Grand Sport. There's a Honda Civic, DeLorean, DMC DeLorean, Chevy Chevelle, Alpine A110. There's also the Mercedes W13. Nissan GTR Ital design, Nissan S13. Ooh, the GNX would be good. The GNX is a really cool car and one of my favorite albums. Let's get some new tracks. How about that? Do we have Spa? Actually I know 100% we have Spa. See over here on the Seto. There's the RB6, Dodge Charger Daytona RT, the new car. Hyundai Elantra N. Let's see that one, and I will also get the RB6 just because I do want to compare Formula One cars upon different years, like 2006, and then 2020, and then 2026. There's also the Mazda MX-5 NA K-Spec, the Huracan STO, the Golf GTI Club Sport, Alpine A1110, A110, the Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Oh, the Honda NSX at Suzuka. Driving it like Senna would be nice. Dodge Challenger. The SF90XX is also very cool. Let's see. I want to drive the Elantra, so I will install that one. And then the RB6. Let's see. I don't want to download too many either because I do know that it takes up space. But I have 1.5 terabytes of storage, so it's gonna be too much of an issue. Especially that these aren't the biggest mods ever. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was downloading a mod and started installing Opera GX. What was that? But yeah, it is all installing. I do want to just get this because all of y'all, just more content, especially for today. I know it's kind of boring just watching me talk right now, but it will be all fun. I don't know if I'm gonna install the SF90XX. This is the Elantra, and it is not letting me download the Elantra. The Elantra N is a car that also I really like because ever since I started sim racing, I've been watching Suelio Almeida, and he has started driving the TCR in IMSA. So the Elantra TCR is definitely a car that intrigues me a lot. It sounds really, really nice. But yeah, it doesn't appear that it's letting us. There's a Barth Fiabusa that, for those of you who don't know what an Abarth Fiabusa is, it is a Barth 500 with a Hayabusa engine. That the Abarth 500 came with a 17 horsepower engine. So putting a Hayabusa engine that I believe the Hayabusa makes, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I'm 100% sure it's within 170 to 200 horsepower. So yeah, but I'm seeing a whole bunch of cool cars here. Audi R8 2018 V10 twin turbo, Audi TT RS Coupe, which is one of my favorite cars. The Audi TTS Coupe, I know for a lot of people they don't really like it. I have grown to like it. There's a GT3 RS, the 992, which I believe we will get. BMW M3 E36 Euro spec tuned, which looks really nice, but I believe we have an M3. I'm trying to get cars that are very exotic. Not very exotic, but worth driving. See, like a Lancia Stratos HF Turbo GR5. That one's worth taking a look at. I'm going to get the GT3 RS because I know it costs in the game, I think. And I'd rather not spend my hard-earned dollars on some cars that I'm going to drive in online, right? I'd rather save up for my new motorcycle. New to me, at least. But yeah, there is the Porsche GT3 RS. It's called the Gapplebees. That Gapplebees is a term used for racing. We have the Lancia Stratos. I'm very excited for this one. I've seen the Lancia Stratos in Gran Turismo, but I don't think I ever drove it at all. And then there's the GR010, Senna GTR, McLaren F1 GTR Longtail, whole bunch of drift cars, more BMWs, more Aston Martins. Yeah, that's it. There's a Ferrari Formula One car from 1999, but we do not need that. And I don't know if you guys know, in the Fast and the Furious movie, you know the Koenigseggs, that he's like, oh, only one in the southern hemisphere or something like that, or northern hemisphere. He's like, there's two. Yeah, that mod is available too right here. BMW F90. The F90, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm more so of a fan myself of the G87. But the F90 is not ugly at all. It is a very beautiful car. Almost all BMWs, I would say, besides the X5, like the new X5s, and they are still not that ugly. But yeah, I'm just waiting for this Lancia Stratos to finish downloading, and I will install everything and then share my screen, just because I do want. I know right now it's just been me talking, but I do I don't want to share my IP address or something, or passwords come up and then I accidentally leak something. But it does appear that it's about to finish. As soon as the download always takes a little bit, especially. Okay, there it is. It is now done. Formula Rapide 2019. Might download another one. 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 100. I do like this one. One more, guys. One more. Just, I'm such a fan of formula cars in general. The Porsche Mission R is such a beautiful car. Like the Porsche Mission R Cup in iRacing is, I've never driven it, but I've heard that it's a very fun series. But it is like not the best in terms of sportsmanship. Hey, one viewer. Yes, we do. One viewer. Thank you to that one viewer for being here. We are currently downloading mods to throw into Assetto Corsa. All right, they're all downloaded. I will now transfer them. You guys can see part of my screen over there. Let me move it. There's an unconfirmed download, which I don't know what it is. Also, from these things that I have installed, a lot of them will probably not work. I will install the one that works. I think it crashed. Yeah, something's happening right there. The Lancia Stratos, whenever I clicked install, it is not installing. So something happened there. It's gonna give me the, would you like to close it? Oh no, there. It is working. Yeah, just the Lancia Stratos is not complying too well. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we just need the Red Bull. And I don't know which other car we're missing. Let's install the Red Bull. Clear completed. The Red Bull has now been installed. Which one is still downloading? It says unconfirmed CR download, but I don't see anything. So I will delete these over here. Oh, man. I selected all of them and then it opened everything. And trash. All right, let me share my screen. There we go. We are back over here. Is OBS spot still open? It is not. I always forget that I don't need to close it. Because my camera's a little too upwards. Oh, also, I'm going to go back over here. I bought a new computer. It is over there. It is a 2014 MacBook, iMac that I wanted one of those to edit videos. I've bought multiple laptops to edit videos, like my ThinkPad, which is, I use it more for portability rather than to edit, but it still has worked me phenomenally well. It has done so much for me, or has helped me do so much that I wouldn't but I do want another desktop also because I can't edit videos here because I would have to be sitting here in my seat and there's not like a designated area for my keyboard and mouse. I more so just stream here and then I edit my video somewhere else. But as you guys can see, you guys can't see much because of the chat, but right here is an Audi 2026 F1 car. I'm gonna go to categories and new because everything should be there. There's the RB6. That the RB6 is Formula One 2010, which was, if I remember correctly, Sebastian Vettel and David Coulthard. Was it David Coulthard? Oh, Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel. Is the RB6 the one that Whistling Diesel owns? I think it is. Yeah, I believe the RB6, or was it I think he owned the RB7. This is the W11, which was driven by Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. 2026 Audi F1 car. Formula Rapida that I do not know what this is, but it looks very cool. Like the the aspects of it give me vibes of like a very, very high downforce car. Like I'm talking high downforce. This is the Lancia Stratos, which the thing that most sort of caught my eye was the fact that it has the Marlboro livery. That my favorite driver is Ayrton Senna, and Ferrari. I know Ferrari had a sponsorship with Marlboro. So did McLaren for a long time. And this just really caught my eye, more so like that, but also the overall aspect of the car also looks very high downforce based. Okay, my cat just jumped from the bottom up, but here's a Spec Miata. You guys have seen me drive this one. This is the GT3R, which is my absolute favorite GT3 car to drive, and this is the GT3 RS. No joke, I saw one of these today. It was so sick because I have like, I don't know, but it's like whenever we were driving, I could hear something approaching. It didn't sound like a motorcycle. It was kind of too deep to be a motorcycle. Especially that I only get really excited for sports bikes, not like the brothers, the ones that are like this. I don't really get excited too much for those, but I didn't think it was a sports bike, but it had that high RPM sound and it was a Porsche GT3 RS. It was orange. It's so nice just past. But yeah, let's drive the Lewis Hamilton's W11 at not Silverstone. I know Silverstone would be probably perfect, but I want to drive it at Spa. Just because I have driven the RB20, RB23, which was Red Bull's most dominant Formula One car ever. And that car you need to lift. Ah. What? Okay. Well, that sucks. We cannot use the W11 apparently. Open car and content type. Oh, that sucks so much. I will delete it because that very much sucks. I really wanted to drive this car, but there are the other cars that we have. I know for a fact the RB5 is going to have to lift and coast out that entire corner. But then this is the 2026, and then this one. Let's drive this one first around Spa. Just because I've never even heard of this engine or of this car. The Formula Rapida 2019 is a car that I've never heard of. It sounds nice right now, but all of these things that I am circling with the mouse, which Spirelli is very funny. Like Spirelli. They couldn't get the Pirelli, so they put Spirelli. But Rapide, I believe, I know in Spanish, Rapido means fast. So Rapide, I would imagine, is Italian for fast. Hold on one second. Hello? Yeah, it was nobody. Scammers. Scammers be calling my phone like every day. Okay, Face ID ain't working. There we go. But yeah, This is a very high downforce base, and I believe it reduces a whole lot of spray from the water, but it is definitely like high downforce, very high downforce, and I can see it all over this car. Okay, the controls are inverted over here, but what does it sound like? Very beautiful. I believe it's a V10. Alright, let's take a couple laps with it. Sounds really nice. Very responsive to turns. 8 gears. The brakes aren't too strong. Dang. Let me reset the car. The brakes aren't that strong, so it's definitely kind of hard to slow down in time, but I will do... I thought that was reset. Just put exit. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple more laps. But I do think it's a V10. Whole lot of torque. I will immediately say the car feels absolutely phenomenal. It actually feels it's really fun to drive. It is really fun. Whole high torque, very high downforce. The brakes aren't the strongest, but once you get that feel for the brakes, the car really feels nice. And the car also, how the steering is set up, everything, the car just feels, and the engine sound is just, reminds me of the 90s Formula One. And then we do have brake bias. Do we have a turbo? ABS should be off. Traction control, I have it at I don't know what speed. So it is not turbocharged, nor... Okay, so that it makes for such a nice car. I will drive it more. I want to know what Formula Delta is, though. I will. I'm going to look that up right now. What is Formula? Oh, I meant Formula Rapide, not Formula Delta. I don't even know what Formula Delta is. Futuristic open wheel racing car mod. Very, very cool. It is praised for its speed and handling, often outperforming other Formula cars in the game. Players have noted its impressive grip and sound. Yes, the grip is absolutely insane. The sound is also beautiful on this car. But yeah, it says the Specialized Junior Single-Seater website. Definitely a really, really cool car. Yeah, a lot of people are putting them, oh yeah, but people do say that the races with the AI does not go past 5th gear. Which kind of sucks, but this car is sick. I will drive a couple more laps. It is a very, very cool car. I will definitely drive more right now, and then we will go on to the Audi 2026. We don't really have a set plan. It'll just be more so drive what we want. I'll do 2 laps here because I want to have 1 warm-up lap and then 1 real push lap, and then I'll see what times we can get from there. But I feel very confident with the car. It vibrates my steering wheel like crazy, like I can feel it down to my pedals. Hey, that felt good. That felt good. Next lap will be a clean lap. I think I found close to the limit already. locked up the front tires. That was such a good lap. It was going good. But I do like that I can feel the vibrations down to my pedals, which enhances the feel of the car a little bit. Just very, very tight corner right there. But what a nice car. It is really, really fun to drive. And the sound of it just makes it that much better. Wow, genuinely a really, really nice car. The Lancia Stratos, was this a rally car? Throw some in chat if y'all know if the Lancia Stratos was a rally car, because I genuinely don't know if it was a rally car or not. But yeah, just if one of y'all knows, throw it in chat. I don't really know if this car was a rally car or not. It says Group 5, Gen 4. That I know that there was Group B. That's the only real one I know. Group 5 was a FIA motor racing classification, which was applied to 4 distinct categories during the year 1966 to 1982. No, 76 to 82. So which I believe the MR2, the Porsche 935 K3. Very, very cool car. The BMW 320 Turbo, the Lancia Stratos Turbo. So it was restricted to a 5-liter engine capacity, which this one has. It doesn't say. You don't say. No, I don't know. Let's drive this car. Why is my seat so... I feel like my seat is way too upwards. Let's see. What circuit should we drive this one on? Chat, what circuit should we drive this one on? Let me see. Italy. Let's go Monza. I know the Lancia Stratos, I believe, is Italian. Let's drive Monza 1963. I've never driven this circuit before. Yeah, it is Italian. Yeah, let's go. And we check on the view count real quick. Do just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, I ain't forgetting none. All right. Let's see. Let's keep driving. This is now the Lancia Stratos Turbo. To which I've never driven this car. But I don't want to hear it. Oh, whoa, why are we... Oh, shoot. It's not with paddle shifters. Dang. That's gonna be something. Wait, so if I move it... Oh, yeah, it's with... Alright, let me swap out my steering wheel. Because I can drive manual. It's a skill that I'm very proud to have. but I will need to swap out my steering wheel. That is the cool thing about Moza. You just have a whole bunch of quick release models that you can use. There, okay. My glove got stuck in a quick release. And I do have an H-gate shifter. That driving manual, everybody tells you, oh, it's so hard, it's so hard. It's not that hard. Especially to me that I just kind of like floor it and go. But yeah. Let me see, this car seems to be very fun. Ooh. And it sounds beautiful. Here's a super oval of Monza. It is a very fast oval, but it is a very fun car. There's the current Monza layout after the oval. I'm gonna check some out real quick. Oh yeah, we are still connected. My laptop is showing like no Wi-Fi. There's it. I want to make sure I hadn't disconnected from the stream. But it is a very, very fun car. I want to know what the RPMs are like, because I can only see water temperature and engine speed, or car speed. Oh, that was a downshift like crazy. Let's drive the oval again. This will be fun. The oval is very, very fun. I want to see if we can drive it flat out. I believe we can. We can. We are flat out. Definitely a slippery car, but it's very fun. Right here again, just flat out through this oval. Let's stay on the high side over here. Oh, this must be really fun to drive through here. I believe it's 40-degree slope. Let's drive one more. We'll drive one more lap, and then we will jump to the next car. Okay, yes. Very, very fun car. Very, very fun. And not too difficult to drive either. Like, also, I've been sim racing for a while, so you gain skill upon that, but I will swap out my steering wheel now because we will not be driving. We will not be driving any more, I think, manual cars. The rest of the cars we're going to try out are sequential shifters, which are paddle shifters. We've driven only the Formula Rapida and this one. Let's drive the RB6 around. Do we have Austria? Oh, we do not. That's a circuit worth looking into. Red Bull Ring. Assetto. Because Red Bull Ring is also one of my favorite circuits, and it'd be really cool to look at Red Bull Ring on the RB6, which is the Red Bull car. It's called Spielberg. Okay, there, it's done. That was surprisingly quick. Let's see. Open up File Manager. Cancel. Is it? Where'd it go? Oh, I pressed minimize. There it is. Install. I do not think this one needs a DLC. Where's Austria? Categories and mods. Red Bull Ring is not here. Let me see. Oh, it had it installed. Okay. I think it did. Let me see. Yeah, I think Red Bull Ring comes with Assetto Corsa, so I think that is just a add-on. Yeah, because I believe Spielberg not comes with Assetto Corsa, but is within Assetto Corsa.
We live on a farm in Middlebrook, Virginia.
And we have
Never mind. I have to watch ads for it. I'd rather just not. Let's drive it at... We don't even have Barcelona, Catalunya. We have Suzuka. Ooh, the Nordschleifer. What's another? Zandvoort. Great Britain has Silverstone. We don't have Canada. Let's go. Dang, do we have any other? We have Imola. Sure. Or Monza. Let's drive the normal Monza circuit with the Sebastian Vettel RB6. Check the view count. 2 viewers. Appreciate to my 2 viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means a lot. And now that we have the 2 viewers, it is... Let's drive this Red Bull. Really cool side wing. The wing end plate. I have not listened to this car. Very cool, very high revving RPM car. Brake bias is 57. This wasn't a turbo car era, I think. Yeah, ABS is not available as it should, nor should traction control. It's gonna be cool. The RB6 is definitely one of my favorite F1 cars. Okay, lots of torque. Let me restart that. I don't want to be driving with a damaged front wing because it will affect our downforce. Give us a whole lot of understeer. Let's just listen to that engine. Ooh, this. Immediately, I'll say the car's steering ratio is absolutely phenomenal. I really like the steering ratio on this car. I know all race cars have one-to-one steering. Oh, then this one does not have. Oh, I can just immediately drop down those gears. Very slippy car though. Sound is just so nice. The car really feels good. Very slippy, but again, a whole lot of grip. Okay. Accelerate a little too fast through there. Let's restart session. I want to do one more lap with this car. Actually, I will drive the 2026 Audi F1. Let me check how many viewers we have. One viewer, but that's one viewer. Thank you so much for being here. To my one viewer. I will now be driving the Audi 2026. Let's drive it at Suzuka. I know how to drive well at Suzuka. It's definitely a circuit that I like a lot. So, and I've driven Super Formula there a lot of times. What does the car sound like? It is very loud. Not as nice sounding as the Formula Rapide, but it is definitely a nice sounding car. Okay. Let's restart the session. I will say immediately the car is very understeer prone, which I'm not a fan of. That's, I think, something I liked on the Formula Rapide and the Red Bull is that they are not too understeer prone. They are very, very loose in the rear. You can very much manipulate the car to do what you want. This is definitely a car where it is more about trail braking because the car is definitely not oversteer prone. It is a very understeery car. Try the GT3 RS at Suzuka. Just a couple more laps because we've driven the GT3R before, so I'm sure you guys probably don't want to see that one too much. This one does have manually operated DRS. It has brake balance. Okay. Of course. Comes with a DLC, and this was just an add-on, so I will delete the car, which kind of sucks, but let's try the GT3R instead. Okay, this is also not in the game, so I will also go ahead and delete it just because I don't want to have these cars just sitting here. And it has happened to me on some occasions where I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna use this one, and then when I go and click on it, it's like, oh, DLC needed. Kind of sucks, but we drove most cars today. But yeah, we didn't race too much today. There were no races I kind of wanted to do, or at least with the time that we had. I wanted to race some the Formula 4 Americas or the Fixed Challenge, whatever it was. The one that races at Summit Point. But that one starts every hour on the hour, and it takes an hour. So I was just like, let's just do some fun stuff. It is Friday. I didn't have much to do. It's always fun streaming, especially now that I stream every single day. I will be streaming tomorrow. It'll be very much in the morning. I'm thinking 11 in the morning, 12 latest 12:30. But it will definitely be in the morning. But yeah. Let's see how many viewers we have. How many viewers? All right, we still have one viewer, but thank you to that one viewer who's still watching. My laptop for some reason is not working, but hey, 2 viewers. Thank you to the second viewer who just joined. Throw something in chat if y'all want. Y'all can throw whatever y'all want in chat. Just let me know y'all are there. But we have those 2 viewers, so thank you guys so much for being here. Do want to, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my 2 viewers who are watching right now. It was definitely a fun stream. Very, very fun stream. Something that I will do possibly more often. I'm thinking Saturday streams are going to be more based off of this. And then throughout the week, we will just be racing the exact same series. Or 2 series, I think, max per week. But yeah, thank you so much to the 2 viewers who are watching right now. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all came from my YouTube video or my YouTube short that got those views. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Saturday. So have a great day, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.